and welcome here to more Talk FCB, and welcome back to more reaction from Barcelona against Real Betis in the final game before the international break. And I think we're all feeling the same way. A bit of relief, I think, to win that game. 3 points is exactly what we wanted, but also what we desperately needed given our league form. But I think also excitement too. Today we saw some good attacking football. We saw some brilliant goals as well for some players who really needed them. And in today's video, we're going to be going through each of the players, rating their performance, and also, guys, if you do hear fireworks throughout this video, believe me, it's not actually me celebrating today's game, but it is people outside letting them off. So just to put that out there, let's all celebrate. Starting right here. Because in terms of Marc-Andre ter Stegen starting from the back, I don't think he was quite as busy as he was against Dinamo Kiev, but certainly today as well, he was forced into a number of saves. Obviously, did concede 2 goals on the day, but I don't think you could do a great deal about either of those. They were both from very, very close range, and probably more emphasis there on the defence for not really protecting him. I'm going to go here with great. On Wednesday, I would have certainly said he was excellent, brilliant all round, but today, great from ter Stegen. He made some good saves at crucial points in the game, and it's great to have him back. Between the sticks, we need him. We've seen that already. At right back, it is Sergio Roberto up next for the ratings, and this one in particular was very, very tough, given the fact that in the latter stages of that game, he came to life in the attacking area. He provided a brilliant assist there, fantastic back heel, so that Messi could get off the mark there from open play, and of course there in the very closing stages of the game with a low cross into the box. And Sergio Roberto here, finishing the game with 2 assists to his name, but defensively, for most of that game, you look at the way Alex Moreno for Real Betis time and time again was finding space on that left-hand side. Roberto, for me, wasn't good today, so I can't give him any more than average. He's probably lucky there to avoid poor, and obviously it seems hard for somebody who's got 2 assists to put them there at average, but I just didn't feel as though today we were secure at right back, we were leaking space, chances, all of that stuff from that side. And unfortunately, that falls on Roberto. At centre-back, it's a very similar situation, starting here with Gerard Piqué, who again was the man playing alongside Sergio Roberto. He's obviously, of course, responsible there for that right-hand side too, and there was just too much play coming down that side time and time again, and a lack of cover in that area. So I'm going to do the same with Piqué. Average for me, probably lucky again to avoid falling deeper and further below that mark, so I'd go there with Piqué. And for Longley, it is exactly the same. I didn't feel as though he today, or Piqué, or Roberto, or even Alba, along that back line, none of them really looked all that secure, and that's why Betis scored 2 goals. It probably could have been more for them on the day. Remember, of course, they played a lot of that second half as well with 10 men, and we were lucky, because defensively again, there's problems there, and we've seen them again happen today. And in midfield, it was a similar sort of story, although probably a little bit better. I don't think either De Jong or Busquets played the best game of their life. I don't think they were absolutely incredible that you look at either of them being one of the players of the game. Busquets, though, for me, maybe it's just me, but I thought he was better today. I thought obviously recently we've been saying that he has to do more. He hasn't been at a good level. Maybe it was the fact that today we played more of a 4-3-3 formation. That suited Busquets certainly a lot more. So I would actually say today Busquets was at a good level. Nothing crazy, nothing incredible, but he did have some better moments, even if still defensively I would have some concerns. And then of course there's De Jong, who again I don't think did anything absolutely incredible or unbelievable. I think he was good in his role. He always gives his all. He's always there in midfield, somebody who you'd want in possession, somebody there who can get about the pitch. So I'd say also there at a good level. But when it comes to Pedri, I think he was more. I think he was more than good, more than average. Today, not only did he work incredibly hard, and he really did in that role, it wasn't his familiar role where he was playing out wide. It was a more central role, more reserved than usual, but he worked so hard. He picked up a booking. He was flying into challenges. He was getting involved in everything. And I just think this young man here, he is so talented on the ball. He provides some absolutely incredible touches. And of course he got his goal too. And for that reason, he played great today. He was great for me. Pedri, brilliant to watch and so exciting for the future. Then, of course, there is Ousmane Dembele, who scored a crucial goal in that first half. And it wasn't just about the fact that he scored. It wasn't just about the fact that you got so many options when you play Dembele on that right side. He holds his width. He's got so much pace. He caused Alex Moreno going the other way a huge amount of problems in this game. But it was also the fact there that Dembele, he's somebody who just gets that attack going. When you give the ball into him, when you look at him there trying to square up 1 versus 1, he makes things happen. And you need players like this, especially in a Barcelona team, to really be effective in that final third. And the other thing I was really impressed with today, and why I feel Dembele was at a great level, it was because he was also working back. You shouldn't underrate today the fact that Dembele was trying to help Sergio Roberto. A few times Moreno was getting forward and Dembele was tracking back, helping out, working hard. And that'll be a big, big positive there for Ronald Koeman. And when it comes to Ansu Fati, of course, I thought he was quite unlucky. The fact that he was the man who was taken off at half-time there with Lionel Messi coming on. Ansu, I thought, played well in that first half. He had a good shot on goal about 5 minutes or so into the game. Just narrowly went past the post. Very, very close there to scoring. And, of course, he won the penalty kick. Big moment there. He could have taken it himself. Of course, Griezmann ended up taking it and not scoring. But Ansu did some good things. And for that reason, for the 45 minutes that he was on the field, I would say there that he was at a very good level. But then, of course, it comes down to a tough one. And this one is a tough one because we're going to talk about Antoine Griezmann. Now, on the face of it, in terms of the stats, he's got an assist, he's got a goal, he played pretty well, he was on the ball very, very regularly. But obviously, in front of goal, something is still lacking. Confidence is still not high for Griezmann. It's not even close to being high. And there is clearly a psychological problem for him when he gets into that final moment of the field. But I would still, and you may disagree with me on this, and that's fair enough, but I would still say Griezmann today was good. Because I thought in that first half, he was better. He was more involved. He was more confident. He created things for others. He showed good passing, and he should have had more goals. There's no denying that he missed big chances, but I would still say, for his overall game, it was good. Then, of course, there is the match winner, somebody who only played 45 minutes, but in that time managed to get himself on the score sheet not just once, but twice, and of course, including that all-important open play goal for Lionel Messi. And I thought he was brilliant. I thought he came off the bench. He looked really, really energised. He looked like he was going to work hard. You know, we saw him chasing around for the ball. Maybe he's been reading what's been said in the media over the past few days, but certainly with his 2 finishes, he more than responded there, smashing both of his goals into the back of the net. And Lionel Messi, for me, the player of the game. Excellent from Messi in every aspect of his play. He was creating things for others. He was scoring goals. We know what he can do. And today, he showed all of that quality, all of that brilliance. Magnificent Lionel Messi. I also do want to give a rating here to Francisco Trincao, who of course came on there with about 25 minutes to play. He came on for Ousmane Dembele, and I was quite happy with what I saw from Trincao. I still feel as though very much so there is more to come from him. We certainly haven't seen the best a long way yet, I feel, from Trincao, but he did have some nice touch, particularly down that right-hand side as the game went on. Of course, Sergio Roberto was the man giving the assist, but Trincao too was involved in the build-up for those final 2 goals, and for that reason, I would give him there a good performance on the day. And he does, of course, need to be more involved and do more of that when he gets his opportunities. Obviously, Braithwaite came on, also Pjanic there later on in the game. I thought Braithwaite had a good impact. Pjanic, I'd like to see him starting more games and being more involved. But obviously, those 2 for me coming on too late to actually give them a rating. But of course, we still have one more rating to go. Of course, we still have one more person to put under the spotlight. It's Ronald Koeman. What did we make today of his decisions? Because obviously in the lineup, when we first saw it, we were thinking, why are you resting Messi today? I thought it was a strange decision, and I still don't really understand it. Because for me, if you were going to rest him, you would have done it in the Champions League against Dinamo, as opposed to this crucial game against Betis. And still you're asking, where is Pjanic? Where is Serginho Dest in this team? I do think Koeman still has more changes that he needs to make. But I today would say good, verging on great, but I would stick with good today. We don't want Koeman to get too cocky. So well done. You got the result. You got the points. He needed that. He really, really did. But of course, what we want to see now, particularly in the league, is that consistency. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. There's plenty to discuss here. There's plenty, of course, of different opinions on the players, and I want to know what you think there with regard to not only my ratings, but what would you pick from today's game? Who impressed? Who didn't? And what did we learn ahead of some big games to come after the international break? I'll be back very soon, of course, with plenty more uploads right throughout this international period, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys, but until next time, as always, Visca! El Barça!